Remember that one time
I'll keep track of you just because
Ken didn't listen to the album but still wanted to be on the review?
When was this?
We was at the artist factory, bro. He's like, no, I'm gonna still be on it. We were looking at
how you didn't listen to it. What you gonna contribute?
I wonder what album that was. Damn, I wish I remember.
I don't remember what album it was.
I wish I remember.
I just remember that I
was mad
like,
too.
bro,
we ended up having to push it back.
Oh,
yo, that is hilarious.
No, he listened to the wrong album. He listened to the album. He listened to the album before that, and it ended up being an album that was on his best of the year, the previous year. That's what made it so funny. I forgot what album it was.
Sounds like some kid shit.
I forgot what album it was, but that's what made it so funny. You planned to listen to the right album, but your plan went away.
That sounds like a kid.
Dead in Hip Hop album review. Brother Ali and Ants, Satisfied Soul. Look, man, if y'all are paying attention to the listening, we are dropping exclusive unreleased tracks from some of your favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? From Shay Noir to Brother Ali to Reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like we are getting dope artists that fuck with the platform that you guys love. You would have heard the intro on this joint. So make sure you become a patron so that way you get the full listening, so that way you could go back and listen to these tracks. But also today, we got Mike Seatown in the house.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Thanks for having me.
So if you guys were watching the listening, you would have noticed that Mike Seatown was on that one as well. Because there's no way that we could talk Brother Ali and not have Seatown in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's just, that's how it goes. You know, there's certain people just got to be here when we talk about that artist. I'm going to start here.
Okay.
Ant fucking killed this production all the way through. Like, you know, like I was just blown away because during the listening, the intro was fucking amazing. I didn't never heard Brother Ali on something like that on that intro. But then going through all of these other joints, I was like, God damn. But Brother Ali was describing like his relationship with Ant in the studio and how their synergy is. And man, like this feels so perfect, like from the chemistry perspective. Like every beat was super perfect for Brother Ali. And I've always said this about Brother Ali projects with his voice. It's so soulful and preacher-esque, but with this production, it's just perfect, bro. Like there's no other way for me to explain the synergy between producer and rapper. Like this is one of the best collabs for producer and rapper that I've heard in a very long time.
Yeah, underrated producer and MC like synergy. What you mentioned, like I think people always bring up Guru and Primo and stuff like that. It's like nah. And I don't know if it's recency bias or not, but this is probably some of the best Ant beats I done heard in a good ass fucking. These beats was fucking amazing.
Yes. God
damn. I'm like, and I guess that's a good thing. I mean, you want your beats to get better and better, with each album that you work with. But I don't know, it was something about this one. This shit was so fucking special, man. Between these two, it just like I said, it made me think about this. I'm like, man, what? It's not when and I don't think, and it's a shame I don't think about them as much when I'm thinking about MCs and producers. That synergy is just like at this point, what's this? They fifth album together, sixth album together. So it's like, yeah, that shit is fucking crazy, man. So yeah, I agree with you 1,000% on that synergy. It's like, damn, like why are they not brought up as much when you talk about synergies with an MC and a producer? That shit is fucking crazy. But yeah, I fucking love it. I mean, Brother Ali.
Of course.
I mean, what the fuck? Wait. I mean, you said what? You was waiting? Ocean of Rage.
Might go there making noises and shit.
I know. Ocean of Rage is like literally.
That's the one.
That's the one. I mean, it's drum, fucking personal. Even he sillied it up with two dudes. I thought that was cool how he told the story about fucking KRS-One and shit. I'm gonna tell Chuck D on you.
That shit had me laughing out loud. He said that at the end. He's like, I feel like I'm being bullied. I'm about to go tell Chuck D on you.
Chuck D on
his one KRS-One impression. Yes, you are.
Yes.
He's like, yeah, you brought me on stage, and you never left.
You still rocking today, like, bruh. I like the fact that he kind of was sealing it up because this last album he did with Unjust, you can tell was a very dark tone album. This one was, he still was talking to some serious shit, but it was, the production was definitely brighter, but it was so soulful at the fucking same time. Ant has done some soulful shit, but I don't know what it is about this one, man. Immortalized was fucking amazing. Mysterious Things, it gave me that what's that joint fucking on College Drive Slow type of vibe.
Oh, Drive Slow.
Mysterious Things, it gave me that type of vibe, the way he was rhyming on that shit. I was like, oh man. Under the Stars.
B, there was one on here that sounded like, when the track first started, Lay Your Head on My Pillow. I don't know if it's handwriting or Mysterious Things. But when it comes out, I'm like, oh shit, that almost it
sounded like some Tony shit.
It sounded, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it sounded like some Tony shit. I'm gonna play it afterwards. But yeah,
another one of my favorite joints. Fucking Higher Learning that fucking Isaac Hayes joint.
Oh man,
and the way, brother. My god, bro. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like this shit was fucking amazing, man. This was a damn good project. Like I said, I wasn't expecting anything less from these two dudes, man. Like, I knew once I saw that, and I saw Mello Music Group.
That was good.
That was good, B. That was good. Yeah.
Sometimes it just comes out like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what happens, bro. But like once I saw the Mello Music Group stamp, I was like, okay, I think we about to be in for something. Not saying that if it wasn't, but this usually, huh?
I was like, what
I know. I know. Stop.
You just.
I was giving the label props. You know what I'm saying?
No, I love those guys.
Yeah,
I love those guys. Yeah. Real quick, when you're talking about two dudes, I'm mad at Ali for this, because I really wanted to talk to him about this on the listening, but then I don't know what happened. But the song got changed to doing a different song. But it was originally two dudes.
Okay,
I really wanted to ask him because I thought those stories. I was like, these can't be real. But then he posted photo evidence later that yes, Justin Timberlake did get on stage and beatbox.
Yes, bro.
That is the most hilariously random thing I've ever heard.
In a shithole like type of club that he was in.
Why? How does this happen?
Yeah, that's
only
crazy.
Brother Ali can have Justin Timberlake hop on stage. He's like, nah, man, y'all, you gotta
give me
get
the
off
microphone.
the stage.
Give me the microphone back. Yeah,
no, I'm with both of y'all. This was a pleasant surprise. Not surprise, really. The second I saw Ali was working with Ant again, I was like, all right, cool. But they've worked together not that long back, but this is the best that they've sounded since Us.
Okay, so I ain't tripping.
No, not at all.
Okay,
not at all. I don't know that I would go as far as saying because Ant's been one of the most consistent producers of all time when it comes to hip hop, and he just dropped an instrumental project where he just shows like he is such a creative producer that doesn't get. He's kind of like where it's like you just don't get enough props for being such a.
And then when I hear I'll be like, wow, fuck, I didn't mention his name. Like when we talk about
But see, Ant, I think it's because he's so kind of just cool and just laid back. Like I've seen Atmosphere a million times, and Ant will just kind of like peek out a little bit in the audience. You'll just look over and you'll be like this cool mafia looking motherfucker. Just stand over here in some slacks and some sunglasses, just looking like a cool ass motherfucker. Like he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But people look at him and don't understand just how incredible he is at making beats. And yes, you're spot on. The synergy between Ali and Ant is unmatched. I think that Ant brings something special out of Ali. When you talk about the Love and Service album with Unjust, that brought something different out of Ali.
Yeah. The Drum with Evidence brought something different out.
The Drum with Evidence brought something different out. And when he did something with Jake One, these producers know what to give Ali. And Ali has so many different sides of himself that he brings to tracks.
Yep.
I think on the listening, he even said, he's like, I don't know how to not be honest in my raps. And when you listen to this, there's so much on here where it's like he's really pouring his soul out here. And I could see why he would do that with Ant, because Ant knows him. Ant knows him better than any other producer. Ant knows him on a personal level.
Yes.
But yeah, bro, when this shit started, that buzzed out guitar on Satisfied Soul. Oh my God, man. I'm your color, but I'm not your kind. God damn, that shit was so not carry a bird that'll arch your spine. I was like, man, this dude, okay, I'm in for something. I'm in for something. But we ain't talked about Deep Cuts yet. Now that one I thought was dope because it's called Deep Cuts. and it immediately starts with the
DJ. Yep.
You know what that is? You know what I'm saying? You're nasty.
You're
That's
nasty.
what you are. You're just nasty. You're just nasty. Okay.
Oh man.
Even when he says something simple, like I'm speaking in earworms, like until my court feels adjourned. Like there's just something about it. I know I'm a stand.
No,
That's
no,
okay.
it's
That's okay. But
let it fly, Mike.
this is some of Ali's best rapping in a hot minute. It really is. And I'm beyond impressed. He's on.
Yeah, I'm glad you said, because I was like, man, am I tripping? Is this like? I was like, sometimes I can be recency biased when there's artists that I like, and I'd be like, okay, is this the best shit I've heard right now? But okay, so I'm not tripping. I'm just like, man, this is something.
Because Love and Service wasn't even a year before this album. Like it was last year.
It was last year, yeah.
And he was rapping his ass off then.
Yeah.
But he's rapping different here. And I just think that there's something when he walks into a studio with Ant, or when Ant sends him beats. I don't know how they record.
Yeah.
There's just something different. Like you put on the counts, the way he's flowing on the counts. You can't tell me he's not one of the best rappers. You can't. You'd be lying to yourself, God of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Is that the one where he said, least America's wanted? America's least wanted.
America's least wanted.
Bruh, when he said that shit, I'm immediately thinking about NWA, and some of the things that he's writing about in there was just hitting me on a different level. And then when he got to the end and he said America's least wanted, I'm like, shit. Like, God damn, that shit. That is one of my standout tracks on here. Like, I mean, the first four just goes, but it was just something about the writing and what he was saying on that one that really stood out to me. And then, you know, and we did Cast Aside, and we already talked about Oceans of Rage. And I love how everything is so bright, you know, on here, but then you get this sense of darkness. Is like a darker tone on there, which was a good contrast, which I felt like the placement was good because it broke it up for me, you know, and then he just brought it back. And then I think the production on here was very, very varied. Even though Two Dudes was the first one, I was like, okay, that's cool. I get he did something different. The first time I was like, the story is fine. It's even more hilarious that it's a true story, you know, but it wasn't one of my favorites on here.
As far as the
throw my bottle
overall, so does the
no, it was just like there's a middle section for me where it kind of
tapered off for you.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Sway? Where?
Two Dudes.
Oh, you're tripping, bro.
So you ain't like Better But Us?
Yeah, Better But Us
was crazy.
Yeah. And then the way it goes into name of that one,
right?
Yeah, and Better But Us, like,
he's like, yeah, I heard it. What else you got? I heard the album.
And Better But Us, like when I was talking about earlier, like the soulfulness, like the strings and the guitars that Ant used, like it brings that out. And then you put Ali over that. It's just like, bro, like what is?
You know what's amazing about Better But Us is like it's about one of his relationships, and he's talked about relationships and the dissolving of his marriages so many times. But when you're like an Ali fan, like you can tell like he had a lot of bitterness in him before and anger and all this stuff, which is natural.
Yeah.
But when you listen to it now, it's like he is now at a different place when he's looking at that relationship, and he's able to like talk about it in such a like, I don't even know how you can put it. Like, it's almost like, this is real nerdy, but it's almost like one of them out of body joints where you're like looking at yourself and you're actually able to remove a little bit of the emotion and look at it pragmatically and logically and be like, this is just what it was. And I just love.
And we all do that. We all do that. Like we all, it takes time. We look back like, from the outside looking in. Now that we out of that relationship,
like, you can now look back on it and be like, you know what? Yep, that's when shit started going wrong. And that's when I did something wrong that led to her doing something wrong. I just love that growing up with Ali, you can see that progression, that emotional maturity progression. And yeah, I'm surprised you.
Well, the beauty in that song was I remember him talking about that or something similar on the listening and the relationship. So like right around my third or fourth, I was like, and I don't know if you mentioned this particular song, but I was like, oh, this seems very familiar. Like I'm aware of him, like being open and honest about that on the show. But I think it was like Under the Stars was like, and I think maybe because it came right at
Oh wait, you didn't love that one?
I didn't say that.
After Ocean of Rage, because
it was right after Ocean of Rage,
which was a perfect transition.
I know, but then it was like Under the Stars, and I'm like in another place.
Damn.
I'm emotionally.
And then Under the Stars hit, and I'm listening. I'm like, I wanted another track like that. But then right when it got towards the end, and the way he closed that, when he was talking about Under the Stars, and bro, I could like visualize what he was talking about on that track.
You should listen to the song "The Waitress." It's on the Atmosphere, and it's about the same topic. It's humanizing homeless people. And I think that both of those songs do that so beautifully. This song goes hand in hand with The Waitress. And I wish we'd had this song that I could ask him about. Because I thought you were going to tear into it and be like, nah, this shit was not. But I'm like, bro, this song was beautiful.
It was.
So short.
It was. Where some of the songs, production-wise, not bad, but I didn't quite. Whereas like this, I feel like lull is such a negative connotation. But it's like personal, two dudes, and then Better But Us, and then like right around 12, 13, specifically 14, it really started to close really, really well for me.
So Head, Heart, Hands, Mysterious Things, Handwriting.
Man, Seeing Myself Whole was just like,
that was beautiful.
I felt like that was just like an amazing closer.
But you like Handwriting?
I like Handwriting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you like that?
Yeah.
So you say that those final four is kind of like what?
Yeah. So at first I wasn't too.
Got you.
There was only a couple of songs, and I think I'll come around later. Two Dudes, hilarious story. Him talking like KRS-One. That's probably one of the ones that I'm not too high on.
Damn. It was a great change in tone of the album at the time, and like you mentioned, it was sequenced perfectly, like the way it was sequenced in the album.
It felt like JoJo's tripping on rap music, where it was just like, okay, what is this? This is weird. But then you sit back and you're like, oh no, this is fucking hilarious.
That's a good reference. That's a great reference. That's good shit right there. Yep.
Yeah, I thought Personal was interesting. Right after Under the Stars. I'm not gonna take it personal, but I'm a person or something like that.
Person though.
Yeah. So for me, the interesting thing about this was like, and I think what'll happen is that some of the songs that I'm not as high on will come around later. But the one thing I kept noticing was just the writing, bro. Yeah. And it's just undeniable. Yeah. So where there's like, for me, a disconnect, like not a disconnection, but where it's like I'm not fully on board with some of the ones that you guys talking about. But when I listen to the lyrics, I'm like, Jesus Christ, the shit he's saying here.
That? Because you're talking about the lyrics is nice. Is it like what?
No, some of the production.
It's a sonic.
He said he wanted to use the word lull, but lull has a negative connotation.
Yeah.
I'm giving him shit, but I see what he's saying. You know, I could see how I don't know. I mean, I could see how he might not be hyped on all of it.
Okay, but
because it's not all upbeat.
Yeah,
you know, some of it's very laid back.
But that's Brother Ali in a nutshell. Like he's not like Run the Jewels where it's gonna be hyped for 85% of the project. You know what I'm saying? Like he gives you a range of emotion.
I agree.
Almost all his projects, and obviously I'm not a stan like you and B, so I don't listen to all of Brother Ali's projects. But the ones that I do listen to, they're more so structured in this way, but the execution of this is beyond amazing.
I'm with you. I'm completely with you, because what was really sucking me in was the detail and the nuance of the production. Like, yeah, it's not a bunch of headbangers. You're not fucking going crazy, but I'm really listening back and being like, Ant is untouchable with making beats. And then you start noticing, oh, Ali is also untouchable with rapping.
Yeah.
He's so fucking intricate with rapping. But I could still see how maybe that doesn't suck people in as quickly. I think for me, it's just I've loved the way Ali raps forever. But I like the fact that he added a bit more spice to this that he hasn't had in a couple of projects.
That might be.
So I think that's what it is for me. Is it's like I think he's like, Ant's in the room, and he said this in the listening.
Yeah.
When Ant's there, I have to approach things differently because Ant will be like, no, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know what you're doing. Where other producers might be like, oh, this is Brother Ali.
Of course, I'm not going to tell
Ali what to do.
Where Ant can tell him, bro.
Well, a good example of that is on the track. On Cast Aside, I think, when he said it was he had left him a voicemail.
He was talking about the hook. He's like, I
Yeah.
switched up some things. I don't know if you might like it, but I think I did a good job.
That is the sign of a rapper that genuinely respects his producer. Because you can hear the little brotherness in his voice. Where he's like, look,
100%.
I hope you like it. I changed it up.
Pretty good job.
I hope it's cool. Because you can tell that he looks at Ant like that's his big bro. And he wants big bro to be happy with what he's giving him. That's the kind of shit that really makes me love albums like this. Because Ali is such a genuine person. But he'll tell you to your face, I'm one of the best. I'm one of the best rappers. But when he's talking to Ant, he's like, I'm not going to approach Ant like that because Ant's my big bro.
Hey, man, like, what you think?
What you think? I hope you like it. I changed it up. I hope it's cool.
I like Brother Ali, but I don't love him. Like, I'm not a stan like y'all. And that's what it is. And I think that because of that extra spice on how he's rapping and the beats on here, that's why I'm so high on this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In comparison to some of the other ones that he has dropped. And I will say this as well. It felt like they were one artist. It didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel like it was rapper producer. It felt like it was the same person.
Like they did this together. Like this was genuinely together.
Yes.
It wasn't like, you just emailed me some beats. And
they handcrafted every nuance of everything on here.
I wish we could have. I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead. My bad.
No. That's the last thing I was gonna say.
I had this to ask him on the listening, but I had to dip out. Is he more comfortable when he raps with Ant, or is it a matter of he feels more challenged when he raps with Ant? Because again, I notice a difference when he's on Ant beats versus when he's on other folks' beats. So I kind of wonder, is it like, are you just so comfortable in being a great rapper that you just rap a certain way here, but when you get around Ant, it's like, oh shit, no, I gotta step it up a little bit. I gotta do something a little different. Or is it a matter of, well, these guys aren't Ant, so I have to do something a little bit different. Oh, now I'm back to Ant. I feel at home, so I can go back. So I just wonder how that dynamic works.
Yeah. And
but
I get
there's
that
definitely
sense.
something different here.
Yeah, I get that sense whenever I'm listening to a Brother Ali and a produced.
That he's more comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I get just from comparing to all the other albums that he's done with other producers. It's like, okay, yeah, this shit was dope as fuck, Brother Ali. But it's this one. It's like, no, it's different. It's like, no, it's like we home now.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not even better or worse. It's just different.
It's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's like, oh shit, Ant, it's different now.
Yep.
We back on it now. So. Yeah, nah, man. I'm glad you said it, Mike, because I thought I was tripping, bro. I'm like, man,
not at all.
Is this the best? Is this the best album they made together? Like, is this the best?
It ain't the best album they made together.
I'm just okay. I went far. I went far.
You got Undisputed Truth. You go a
little too
far.
I told you it came in hot.
I was just like, man, this shit is.
That's the recency bias.
And that's why I question myself. I said, I don't know if it's the recency bias right now. I'm like, man, is this shit?
Or it's nostalgia bias for me. I don't know.
Could be. That's
who knows.
That's valid.
Yeah, probably.
Damn, that is valid too.
But
report card.
Yeah, sounds like the grade.
This is gonna be Mike's first time with the report cards.
Second time. We did with the weekend.
Oh, that's right.
We did with the weekend. Okay. All right. So look, if this is your first time here, we are grading the flow, the lyrics, the production. There are no features on here, so we're not talking about the features, execution, replay value, and overall.
I was up there texting Mike like he never done it before. I'm like, hey, Mike.
No, because I would have forgot. I only did that one time, and I didn't know until I got here.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
The flow, I'm giving it an A. What about you, C-Time?
Oh, that's how you do it? I thought
we just go
the last video I saw, y'all just did them all at the same time.
That was probably another one.
Oh, okay. A, motherfucker.
Okay.
I give motherfucker an A just off of the counts. Just off that one song, I'm giving it a fucking A.
That's real.
A minus.
Okay.
B plus.
Oh, you tripping, bro. Oh, you tripping hard. You tripping and fell on the stairs and broke both your legs.
Bro, this is...
You are tripping.
Man. Ali was floating.
I said B+.
B+.
Nah, it's an A. It's an A. But it is what it is.
No, it ain't is what it no. It is what it's not.
Hey,
But he's
Ken
crazy
Graves
because he was so
sometimes.
emotional, bro.
What?
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Ooh,
Lyrics,
Jesus.
Ken, what do you give the lyrics?
A-.
Okay. Easy.
A.
Oh, is it my turn?
Mhm.
Fuck, motherfucker A. Motherfucker A.
I'm at an A
This
as well.
motherfucker talk about
Man.
bruh.
Yeah.
Our
I'm
Jews gotta concentrate.
Everything.
Bruh.
Everything.
What the hell?
Girl, man music.
Bruh.
Music.
Bruh, what the hell?
Production. I'm at an A.
Fucking A.
On 30.
A minus.
B+.
You tripping?
I thought he was about to say lower. I thought he was about to say lower. I thought he was about to go
me
lower
too,
because he
me
was
too.
kind of going off on the production a little bit.
Ken, what about
No features. There's no features.
no execution?
B+.
Yeah, B+. I'm gonna B+. Execution and sequence. Yeah.
Me and you see whoever sits on this side. Typically, we on the same accord.
It's the right side.
It is.
What the hell?
Where you at?
It's an A.
I'm at an A
What
as
are we
well.
doing?
I'm at an execution. Is that an
Execution
A?
and sequencing is what y'all sent me. How could you sequence this better?
Yeah, it's perfect.
B+ is damn good though.
No, that's a B. B.
No matter how you
Bruh.
saucing up.
Right, it's still a B.
B.
You can say I tried real hard, I studied. You still got a fucking B.
Replay value. I am at an A minus.
A.
A. Yeah, flat out A.
You gotta give me some time to swing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn. Just
I'm sorry.
rushing the bro.
Sorry.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
No, he high. You gonna ask a man that's high to swing fast? He might fall out of the chair.
A. Yep. For replay value. Uh-oh.
B+.
I feel like a B+ is a cop. I don't feel like that's how you really feel.
I feel like
you're being
nice.
nice.
Yeah, I
You
do
being
too.
nice. That's not your real grade.
Exactly. So B+ on overall.
Okay, whatever. I'm at an A minus only because of how moody the album is, and it is grown man shit. So it ain't
That
always
makes
bumping the
sense.
whip shit. So I just had to give it the minus, but it's still an A.
That makes sense.
It's still an A on replay value. Overall for you, Ken.
Oh, I just said it. Oh, say it again.
Overall.
B+.
That's
No,
your
that was your
overall?
replay value
Yeah, it's in my overall too.
and your overall.
Mhm.
Okay, bet.
A minus for overall.
A.
I'm at an A too. I'm at an A too.
The hell?
I'm
I
at an
still
A
gave
too.
him an A. Jesus
The hell?
Christ.
Yeah. Now this is
him any B's?
No.
Sequencing. I did.
Okay, he gave him
Sequencing.
one B.
I gave him a B+.
we was A's across the board.
Is
Over
across
here.
the board?
Yeah, A minus on replay value, but everything else was an A.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
This shit, man.
Really good
What
album.
the hell?
I'm like,
Get a report card.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I added those on there, man. It be bringing the emotions out in everybody.
Hardened
bro.
my complex. I've been robbed of my context. You know what? He talked about you. He said, I don't care. What did he say at the beginning? Hold on. He said some shit. He said, I give a damn if a critic on Instagram can't understand.
Yeah.
He talking about your ass.
Damn,
He talking
kid.
about your ass.
Damn, kid.
I heard that line too. I was like, shit.
Oh man.
Ali gonna see about you.
Yeah, no. This is definitely top 5 worthy. Once we get to that.
Oh,
that
yeah.
mid-year. This is.
oh yeah, we right around the corner.
See,
Go to double entendre.
I don't trust you.
Say that double
I
entendre.
don't trust you. By the
that
middle
off.
of the year, you forgot the whole album.
Nah, I've been
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, this is easily one of the best albums I've heard so far.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, 100%. I agree with that, BZ.
How come nobody's talking about this album? I don't see a lot of coverage. Where we need Luke James back in this motherfucker. Where are
bruh.
y'all rap
Nothing.
nerds to talk about this shit?
That's what's crazy.
Chasing Drake, Kendrick Lamar clicks.
Aren't we done with that?
Nope, Mike. Because you
God
know what? We're
damn.
about to come up on the year anniversary when all this shit started.
Well, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's
Tired of you
Yeah.
motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad we touched this
Yeah.
out.
I'm glad y'all touched on it
Yeah.
too. I didn't think y'all were going to cover it. I was actually going to cover it on my channel.
Mhm.
Literally,
when I
the
texted.
day you texted me, I was scripting it out, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect."
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
no, we had to. It's we would see the chat. People were talking about how good it is. It is good. And I just felt like we definitely had to cover the album.
And the only reason why we missed the other one last year because it was right when the fucking Kendrick shit, the Kendrick and Drake shit, and it just got once the Kendrick and Drake, that shit, everything else got swept up under the rug.
Yeah. Hey Ali, Ross said he's sorry, but he said it was real good. He said it's his favorite album of the year.
Setting them up, you setting them up for me.
Again, thank you, brother Ali, for coming on to the listening and amazing album with you and Ant. Some of your best work right here. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate it. Hey, how do y'all feel? Put your grades in the comment section. You already know the comment section is the conversation after the conversation. We'll catch you guys next time. We out.